Ladies and gentlemen, here we are with the mustache.
With a mustache. A little bit change of style. Well, did we start this review or what?
Yes.
We just came over here.
First of all, what do you think about Stefan's mustache?
No, first of all, I'm not important in this video. Don't look at my mustache. Today we got the new bike. Actually, it's my bike. We changed it again. I don't know what Tanya has to say about this change, but she was on this bike like for only a short amount of time. So I bought Yamaha Tracer 900 GT and not a new one, for the reason that this lady that records this video, she is quite tall girl, and with a new Tracer she needs to sit very high.
Say
So-
this one, the comparison you made.
The comparison of
When
you
I
and-
sit on a bike, what happens? It's like,
you're
what?
like a flag.
No, like a tank, you said.
Yeah, you're like a tank.
I
So
felt very ladylike.
the wind hits her very strong and she doesn't feel like she is one with the bike. She feels out of control, so she doesn't like this feeling. This is one reason. Second reason is that with the older version I can get a little bit more of the sound, because in Germany there is many strict laws and I couldn't really I was very picky in terms of the sound. I just wanted to have a little bit maybe better sound, but at the end I did not get the loudest. Wait a second. I did not get the loudest exhaust. I just got the exhaust that's a Krapovic that looks very nice, and I'm happy because actually I think at the end I would be maybe annoyed by the loud sound after some time, because I ride every day. As you can see, the bike is not very clean. It's just I'm riding it almost every day now during the winter, and I enjoy it pretty much from many points of view. Now what I changed on this bike so far is just I removed these holders because this Mrs. Tanya doesn't hold herself behind, and now I feel like this bike looks more sporty because these things were like grayish. So I opened the rear side. It has already this holder for the license plate, which is Yamaha Tracer one. It's really nice. I couldn't put the shorter one because then the cases hit the turn signals. So this is the only option, or I put the low one over here, but I like it so far like this. On the side here below we have the belly pan from Ergonomics. It is in the color of the bike. I ordered it from Pyramid from UK and it looks really nice in my opinion. On the front one we have the Tracer original high windscreen for this cold winter weather and for touring, and I added this one from AliExpress, which I highly recommend. It's just very good. Of course I'm not doing any kind of readjusting because I'm afraid it will break or something, but I don't actually need to. It's good quality and it pushes the air above my helmet, so I'm pretty much in a bubble of calm. It's really good during the winter. So this, and plus the last thing is the LED turn signals from Yamaha. We got them when we bought the bike. So we didn't buy the new one for the reason mostly because of Tatiana. She's sitting too high on it, and I don't need too many electronics, to be honest. From my experience, I don't really require so many electronics. So this is the main reasons. The sound is not so much at the end because basically the stock sound of new Tracer is amazing already and I like it, but I tried the new Tracer like 2 or 3 times and I think it's more muted on the gas than the Naked MT-09, which on this older Tracer they did not really do. This is really aggressive from the start, and it can be a very peaceful bike, peaceful machine, or it can be really aggressive, depends on how you want it. This is what I like about its nature. So this is just part of my saying. And now this lady over here, Tatiana,
Right.
you're because your jacket is amazing, and I want people to see you like how you're.
I drive
you're-
my bicycle in it every day.
You're all ready for this one. Go in front of the bike. People want to maybe to see more the bike than you, but I think mostly people want to see girls, not the bikes. So this is my pretty Tatiana, and Tatiana is in a color of my suspension. This is why I wanted her to be over here. So this is perfect combination in my life. Now Tatiana, you need to say something about this motorcycle from your short experience on it.
Just a little bit break. Just check what
A little bit
I have.
louder talking, please.
Just check what I have in my pocket before everything. Look at this.
What is all of this, baby?
Look at how amazing this jacket is.
Oh my god, man, what? Are you pulling it from the wardrobe or from your pocket? Amazing.
People at my work, they are amazed by this jacket.
Great.
What was the question?
The question was, what do you think about this motorcycle with your short experience?
It's very nice. It's very smooth. I like this one. It's not so soft, but when I sit, it's soft enough. You know, the position of the legs, everything else. I cannot talk a lot because I drove only like 2 times 5 minutes in the neighborhood without helmet, anything. But thumbs up.
In the neighborhood. From our house to this place is like 50 meters, right?
Yes. I like also this one. Suits very nice.
Okay. That's not the part of the bike, but it's made to be a part of the bike right now.
Yes, it's very nice.
So yeah.
And I like here on empty we had the sign, empty sign, but here we have tracer.
Yeah, it's
Did you show this
Yamaha
one?
styling, yeah.
Exactly.
Okay, Tanya, now you can take over with the camera.
No, I like it here.
What you like it here? You'll get in touch with the camera, with the bike a little bit later. So as usual, I will just mention a couple of things. In terms of the ergonomy, when I sit with my 183 centimeters height, it is very comfortable, and I will show you right now what I mean. So this is the screen in the lowest position with extension, and this is in the highest over here. And I come from the side right now.
All right.
When I put the legs, it is quite roomy. It's much roomier than other sport bikes, and in comparison with Yamaha MT-10, of course, the leg is less bent. I went to Switzerland. It's like 500 kilometers almost from here, the long place, and I really didn't need to stop all the way, which is really amazing with the stop seat. It was not a comfortable option. This is the handlebar in the front position. You can put it in 2 positions, and I saw many people don't really change this, but I put it a little bit more front. It's like 1 centimeter to get this kind of more sporty, slightly more leaned over position. So it's over here, and if you put the handlebar a little bit more rear, you will get just slightly more upright. Maybe you can even lean back how tilted it is. So this is like the position, very comfortable for all day riding and for even longer tours. In terms of the comfort, this seat over here is as a stock option really surprising. I expected to be like wanting to change it as soon as possible for the comfort one, but I didn't actually need to. And like Tanya said, in her experience so far, I think it's pretty much for a lot of people enough. Even for me when I have skinny butt. Tanya, you don't have so skinny butt, but it's fine.
That's
Too many butts today.
questionable.
Questionable. Sound of the bike is really nice, and with the Krapovic it doesn't sound the loudest. The loudest option I think would be SC Project. Of course, I'm not talking about catalysator off. This is with on, because in this land it's not allowed to be without catalysator. So I heard SC Project, it sounds even louder. This is just tiny less loud, but it has a beautiful note. Even when you release the gas, it has those explosions like boom, 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 boom. Yeah, baby. So in terms of the sound, we're gonna add this clip a little bit later in front of my apartment, maybe, because here we should not really press the gas. We'll add this one. And we'll also add a photo how this bike looks in front without the this screen, with the Puig racing screen, which I have for like city riding. Tanya will add this one for me because I'm not really good in Sony Vegas. Right?
I'm the manager.
Vibrations. even less than some four-cylinder bikes. So on this one, in like 4, 5, 6,000 RPMs, you can feel just tiny little bit something, but it's not tickling, it's not making you nervous, it's not making your hands or legs numb. I didn't really notice. Only the first time when I was going, the bike was actually sitting too much in garage before I bought it. So when I was going for a longer trip, I was holding the handlebar very, very tight because it was very cold, and then I felt some numbness, but I think since then no, because now I'm not really holding so hard. It's actually not recommended to hold so hard, of course, when you're riding the motorcycle. So none. In the lower part I did not feel actually nothing, especially with the, of course, with the proper riding gear. Maybe if you go in your flip-flops, maybe you will feel some vibrations, I don't know. But for me, no. Basically perfect, almost perfect. Gears and shifting, pretty smooth. Nothing to say about this in a negative point. It's just really smooth, really nice, and the bike feels like it's floating. It's really like, once you get used to the shifter and everything, amazing. And what really surprised me is the quick shifter, because it's shifting the gears really smooth. Actually smoother than MT10 even, a little bit. I don't know how, but it is possible. And I found myself using it a little bit more often. Acceleration, since I'm coming from MT10, on that bike you are never doing this on the throttle, because it will immediately do a wheelie or something. It's really powerful. But this one, I would say it's more user friendly, it's more usable, because where MT10 you will use 100% of its possibilities on a racetrack, and it will always make you go for more and more in the curves on a public road. This one, the power is really enough for everyday riding. It's usable. Basically with the Krapovic system, it's coming to around 123 horsepower. So when you're accelerating hard, it even wants to do a wheelie, like with this longer wheelbase. And what I like more about these machines, comparing to some other very powerful short wheel stand nakeds, is that this one wants to drift more. So it's just more fun for my character, I would say, because some people like this shorter wheelbase, do a wheelies and something, but for me this is way to go. So acceleration predefined. Tanya cannot say nothing about it because Tanya did not ride with this motorcycle. Sorry, Tatiana. Passenger comfort, she said something about this already, and ergonomics. So let us actually show this one, because we can do it on this motorcycle, not like the previous one. So of course you have your center stand, which is really good for maintaining motorcycle. The only minus that I got with removing the rear handles is that I need to hold the bike from behind on a harder part to raise it on the center stand, but it's fine. So Tanya, now you will sit and show the people your position behind. How does it look? How does it feel? She's 177, right? Centimeters.
You said that.
We said it many times, but we will say it even more. I hope this bike doesn't fall, and you don't fall actually from the bike. So this is your normal position, right?
I don't know, I'm scared to go more back.
Go more back a little bit. Go, man.
No, I'm heavy.
What's your heavy?
No, this is not allowed.
It's allowed. Alright, so this is the, oh my god, this is too zoomy. This is the leg position. It's pretty roomy. It's almost 90 degrees. Pretty nice. Okay, Tanya, you can now come down, baby.
I'll show also your position.
This is the position from the a little bit shorter rider.
Okay, that's enough.
That's enough, baby. Let's go down. Careful not to scratch anything. Yes, perfect. Tanya, you can hold the phone right now. You know, this is your job. This is not my
People
job.
can see the snow on this video.
Of course, they can see the snow. So what is the next one? We go to the brakes. Nothing wrong to say about it. It's just normal. It's fine. I like them for everyday riding and even sporty riding. They're perfectly fine. Of course, you can always upgrade these pads. You can put something more sporty, but for me so far in the winter riding is fine. Because I got this bike like only like what 2-3 months ago. Mirrors, nice from a stock. Just now when we talk about mirrors, this thing fell off. So this is, let's say, the problem. This thing
Show
fell
how
off.
it is when it's there.
This thing it's normal, so it fell
It's
off.
normal?
Maybe I just hit it with a hand or something, I don't know.
Very bad.
And the mirrors,
Normal?
like,
Not normal.
okay, then I think that's enough of normal, not normal. The mirrors, like till here I get my shoulders, which is like on most bikes, but you can always change them or extend them at the end. It's your choice. They're not vibrating. They're really nice. So it's just standard. Looks about the motorcycle, I find it very nice. I actually find it beautiful because it's very difficult to make the bike look beautiful and to be functional. And this really nails, in my opinion, both things, because it has the protection from wind for your legs over here, these panels. It has great protection for your hands, for your upper body if you want. You can put shorter or higher windscreen. And what else? Great ergonomy for the legs, like I said. Comfort, position of riding, like everything is like, I don't know if it could be better, to be honest. Like for us, no, because newer tracer, like I said, it's not up to our liking. So finishing, I love this blue matte color, because I actually was never a fan of blue. I had said to myself I will never buy the blue vehicle, but this blue is different, because it's like they call it phantom blue, so it's like shining, but it's really matte at the end. And so far I did not see any problems. Only thing that I saw is over here, it's like slightly lost the matte look, but I think I got it like this from the previous owner, and maybe he damaged it a little bit, because from my riding so far I didn't see anything that I made on it to change its color. So this is just how I got it, and I got it like almost new, but it was staying in garage for like a long time. Now what is the next one? Yeah, Tanya, what do you think about the finishing and the looks of the bike?
I like it very much.
You like it very
10
much?
points.
10 points comparing to the other bikes that you had experience with?
Comparing to other blue bikes.
What are bikes, not the blue bikes? What other blue bikes? You never saw the blue bike before.
It's very nice, I like it. 10 points in any case.
Alright. Cruising, low speed ride and the smoothness are really nice. Of course, first gear will be a little bit, because I'm riding in mostly mode A, which is the full power, will be a little bit on off, but this is to be expected. It's a 3-cylinder engine. Second gear you put it, third gear, any gear, like you can go fifth gear. Usually I ride like 40-50, or you can even put it in sixth gear and you can ride 40-50. It's really smooth, and it feels like, I said, like it's floating, like it's very smooth. Now the topic of question mark, suspension.
What is this one?
This is the question. This is the question. This is the question mark.
Alright.
This is my question mark.
Okay, continue.
The question mark is the suspension, because where they compromised a little bit, I think they compromised, is the suspension, because the bike costed around 12,800 euros, I think, and it's still holding like the price very well, because it's pretty much sold everywhere. But I think they cut on the suspension a little bit, because the rear one, you cannot set the compression, even though it's fully, you can set the front and back suspension. The rear one, it's kinda pretty soft, so if you want to set it to the harder setting, you cannot have many options. you can maybe have set it to the higher preload, which will raise the ride height, and it's not the same as compression. So I went to the specialist, and he made some settings as much as possible to suit sporty riding, but still I will change the rear shock, which is expensive, you can say. It's around 100 euros, 1000 euros, sorry, for the proper one, and it will, by many people's opinions, change the ride totally. So if you want this bike to perform more in terms of the two-up riding, so when you're with a passenger, or the sporty riding, you should definitely change the rear one especially. Now the front one is not so problematic, I would say. The front one can be set up to be pretty fine, but also if you want to ride pretty sporty, and if you're, for example, in a country like Germany where the roads are pretty nice, you would be good with changing the front one as well. So it's up to your liking, and then you will add like 1000 euros more for only the rear one, and the front one, if you change the springs, it will be maybe 100 something. If you want to change the complete system, links costs like 800 euros. So it depends on your liking. I will just change rear one for beginning, and then I will see for the front one. But so far, like when I'm riding in a winter, I don't feel so much this problem, because you know, you don't ride sporty, you're just upright and everything. But it is a little bit question mark. Price opinion, in my opinion, based on the market and what's available so far, and also the previous versions, like this bike, you can say like now it's older, but in my opinion, the price is pretty nice, because you can buy it, like, depends on the equipment. The non-GT version I saw like 7, 8, 9,000 euros, and this one you can get it from 10,000 something up to 12,000, depends on the kilometers in the stand, the equipment, of course. So I think you get a lot of value for your money, and these engines are pretty reliable, so you will not have some problems with them. Most people don't have. And I'm in a Facebook group of tracers, so I rarely see anybody have the problem. Actually, I never saw it. Overall opinion, I think, Tanya, you said enough.
Yes.
For this version of review. Maybe next time we do it only for
When I do another 5 minutes, I add another comment.
No, next time, like after 2-3 months when you ride, really, we will make video just for you.
Oh,
The TFT, Tanya, you can show the TFT. Show the TFT again, baby.
okay. My camera is acting a little bit strange. I don't know.
Yeah, I saw your camera is a little bit weird today. So you can switch on this menu on the right button. On the right button, I'm
Where
saying,
is it?
Tanya.
Sorry.
You can switch the settings, and it's really nice. It's really visible, and it's showing a lot of things that you actually require. Also the fuel gauge is there, thanks God. It's consuming, when we are on the topic of fuel consumption, if I'm riding in the city, it's like showing 5 liters, but if you're putting it like in 6th gear, riding 80 kilometers per hour, it will show like only 3 point something liters. And if you're riding like 110, 120, it's showing around 4.1, something like this. So you can really have the bike that's consuming really low when you want it to, or of course it will give you the power and consume much more if you want it to.
Stefan,
What?
I think 24 minutes of talking is enough.
Well, let me finish. This is the last one.
Okay.
Feel of the ride and conclusion. So I love it pretty much. I loved Phaser. I loved MT10, but because MT10 consumed so much gas, even though it was fine in terms of the comfort for Tanya behind, this one is just much more suitable for me, because it consumes much less gas. It's almost 2 liters less, and it has a lot of things that I require from the bike, and it has the comfort for 2-up, and it's just really the bike to do it all, in my opinion. So this is it. Tanya, if you have anything to add, you can add. I'm tired of talking. I need to drink some water, baby.
I do not feel my hands.
Okay, let me record you one more time for the exit scene. So Tatiana, you give what rating out of 10?
10. 10 out of 10.
What?
10 out. 10 rating out of 10 possibilities. How do I say that?
Is it because of me or you're talking for
No, very nice. Very
10
nice.
out of 10?
No, really.
And Aprilia got 9 out of 10, I think. Okay, thank you. Thank you for watching and goodbye, baby.
Goodbye.
Ciao.
Okay, let's hear this bike.
That's enough.
A bit more.
What a bit more. What do
Hey!
you want, man? It's enough.
What's wrong with
We
you?
will wake up people around us and then they will make the problem.
Okay, but it's a nice sound, huh? It's very nice sound.
I will go over you, baby. Move your legs. It's hard, it's hard.
Okay, guys.
Why is it
Steph-
started? I don't know.
Stefan doesn't want. Give us some more sound.
No, there is no more sound.
Just one more time. That's a baby sound.
It's a baby sound. What do you want more?
We want a real man, big balls style.
You don't do it for the bike in a, you do it when you ride, not when you
No,
stand.
no, please.